0 o'clock. Stop recording 001.
More actions. Button. Beavis and Butthead Life-Size Baby Vanilla Ice Man in a Box. Video player. Heading.
Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I should back with a brand new adventure. Something. Grab the hold of me tightly. Flow like a walking variant nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll close. Extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and whack a choke like a candle. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Right on,
Track position. Full screen. But add to share. Button.
Hello, folks.
YouTube.
It's your boy, Adam the Comic Pimp. In another edition of the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast. You know, hope you're all having a good day. Hope all is going well in your lives.
Length 335.
That was a classic bit from the greatest cartoon of all motherfucking time, Beavis and Butthead. Allison, where they're talking about the Alice in Chains classic, the theme song of the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, Man in a Box. You know, I really just, you know, before I say another word, I am going to play the last of the New York Comic Con footage that I got. I'm going to share a story. It's story time with Brian Adam the Comic Pimp on the Awesome Sauce Comic Podcast as we testify. Yeah. Because I saved the best for last. Because that's what I do. I get serious for a minute. I sport my Scores hat, my leader dog, www.leader.org.com. If you're blind and visually impaired and you want to go see an eye dog, do you want to get a 1-week intensive orientation and mobility training, you go to the best in the world. And nothing against seeing eye in Morristown, New Jersey, but Leader Dog out in Rochester Hills, Michigan is the best in the world. I went there last year. Hey, Allison Jones. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Erica. I hope you're all doing well. I thank you all for saving my life and for showing me how to use a cane properly so I can travel independently. You know, I recommend it highly. Give Allison Jones a call. Tell him Blind Adam sent you. Some crazy kid on YouTube with a podcast said that this is when you go to be trained Batman or Green Arrow style with a cane.
Link 532.
You know, but I'm gonna share this story. When I first discovered I had retinitis pigmentosa at the age of 12, you know,
973-722-0211,
hang on.
Lawrencetown, NJ.
Hello? Hello? May I ask who's speaking, please? Okay.
App switcher. Alert. Password insecure. Password. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Cancel. Button. Home. Phone. 9. 5. 0. 0. Star. 9. 8. 9.
Hey, you
App switcher.
fucked up!
Home. Phone. Running. Close phone. Home. Home. Messages.
I'm gonna create a new corporate policy. And I'm gonna get calls while I'm recording this. I'm just gonna put you on the show. And, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that you're on the best in the world, the heavyweight champion of comic book podcasting. You know, I don't tell you where you work and tell you to take the dick out of your mouth. So I don't understand why you're gonna interrupt me when I'm doing my damn job. That's what I say. That's what I think. Yeah, I got a wrong number. And wrong numbers can be wrong numbers. That's fine. But I was about to share a story. So when I was 12, and I had retinitis pigmentosus, when I first discovered it, I was in the 7th grade. I was in Mrs. Spencer's class. You know, Mrs. Speecher was a TILF, a teacher I'd like to fuck. You know, she was about 5'8", blonde hair, blue eyes, big tits, nice thighs. The type of girl that would knock out most guys. Yeah, buddy. She was a dream. Hello, teacher, teacher. Teacher, teacher. Teacher, teacher. You know. But enough of my sexual red tube fantasies from back when I was 13 years old. When I first discovered boobies. So that's the cool thing about my life. I found out that I had RP, discovered comic books, movies, titties, and discovered they all had magical and special abilities to influence the man I am today, all around the same time. You know? But when you're told at the age of 12, but at the age of 18 you're going to go totally blind due to a retina condition, which is pretty much the optic nerves version of shrinkage, you know, you can get really, really depressed really, really fast. And at the age of 12, I thought my life was over. And then there was this girl by the name of Katie Decker. Now, Katie, I hope you're still alive. I hope you're doing well with your life. You know, she had a brother by the name of Raymond. You know, we used to like shoot hoops and play basketball. She was smoking hot. She was like one of those girls who got her titties early, like by the age of 13 and shit. It was awesome, but we were good friends. She lived down the street from me. But I'll never forget, because, you know, I was crying, really, really depressed. And she puts an issue of Daredevil 168, the first appearance of Elektra, written by the man, the myth, the living legend himself, Frank Miller. Comic book writing guy! You know, in front of me. She goes, I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to feel sorry for yourself. There's a blind superhero. Now read this. And I read it. And it was this blind guy by the name of Matthew Murdoch kicking ass and taking names and doing all these amazing and awesome things even though he was blind. And it created some addictions in my life. Good addictions. I got addicted to comic books. I got addicted to anything that Frank Miller would write. Batman Dark Knight Returns, you know, Sin City, Martha Washington, RoboCop 2, anything that Frank Miller, the upcoming Dark Knight Master Race, you know,
10:45.
whatever. But I got a chance to meet him at New York Comic Con. It was one of the coolest memories, both professionally and personally, I've ever had the experience of. And I'm going to play that right now. I can find the recorder. Technically, can I have this supposed to sign to her and just sign to me?
Yeah, so you can get that signed, you can get that signed, but
Alright. Okay. That's fair enough.
can you get something to take home?
Yeah, you can just have the post to yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Alright. That's nice.
Can you actually put that other comic away?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you. Nice to meet you. My name's Adam. Yeah. Thank you for your body of work. It's actually saved my life. You're number one. Tell me how to accept you behind, and without it, I would not be talking to you right now. So thank you. You're a business card, because thank you so much. The poster is for my friend. Thank you so much. Alright.
Thank you very much. So you go straight from there.
What's that? Ah, cool. There you go.
Thank you very much.
You are phenomenal. Testify! Yeah. And that is why you should love America. The greatest land on God's green motherfucking earth. Do you see, my friends? This is America, where dreams can come true, where anything that you can put in your imagination, you can turn into reality. It doesn't matter if you want to become a porn star, if you want to become president of the United States. As long as you have a dream, the streets of the United States are paved with gold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Testify! That was just so awesome.
Length 1530.
1530. Oh, yeah. But my next goal for the podcast will happen December 5th and 6th at the Royal Resorts Casino in Queens, New York, at WinterCon, New York, hosted by my mentor, or one of my mentors, because I've had many mentors and many people who've helped me become the man I am today. One of my best friends, someone I'm very, very blessed and privileged to know, Mr. Michael Carbonero. At December 5th and 6th will be WinterCon at the Royal Resorts Casino in Queens. I'm going to let Miss Silver take it away with some of the guests in a second, assuming the technology wants to work today. Come on, work with me, baby, work with me! Oh, that's the Madison Rain theme song. Ah, you son of a biatch! No fears, have no fear! The other recorder is here!
WinterCon, New York Comic Con and Sci-Fi Expo. I will have such guests as Daniel Logan from Star Wars, Jeremy Bullock from Star Wars, Austin St. John from Power Rangers, Yaya Hunt from Heroes of Cosplay, Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek, who are the best person in the entire universe. All it's better. Michael Keane, perhaps, from the Terminator Airland, Linda Harrison, Planet of the Apes, Mick Foley from WWE. It is December 5th and 6th, 2015. We'll have comic books, collectibles, on-site grading, movie screenings, toys, comic artists, celebrities, panels, costume contests, and a huge vendor booth. The website is www.nywintercon.com. www.nywintercon.com. And once again, it's December 5th and 6th, 2015. New York Comic and Sci-Fi Expo and tickets are on sale now.
Awesome sauce! Yeah, so that takes place December 5th and 6th at the Royal Resorts Casino in Queens, New York. And I would like to, on air, since I'm thanking people for listening to the man I am today, and I'm going to have a moral of the story of this in a minute. Now, I thank Katie Decker for getting me into my love of Frank Miller. I got to shake the man's hand, and I am going to have him on in the future for a full-length interview. Because that is just one of the goals that I'm going to be working on in the near future. But that moment at New York Comic Con was awesome, and it was a dream come true. December 5th and 6th, they have Nick, the hardcore legend Foley, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Bang Bang! I want to see if I can take the mandible claw. I'm gonna bring my own little. I'm gonna make my own little cosplay version of Mr. Sacco. I'm gonna give it to Mr. Foley, who's another one of my heroes. And I want to see if I'm man enough to take the mandible claw. and maybe try to interview him for the show. That's what I want to do at WinterCon New York. For more information, go to winterconnewyork.com. But Michael, Mr. Carbonero, sir, thank you. 20 years ago we met, and you took an angry, bitter, depressed, visually impaired kid into the neat stuff collectibles, Big Apple conventions, whatever name you're giving yourself professionally nowadays, the Mick Jagger comics. You saved me, man. Yeah. Took an orphan kid and you gave him a family. Yeah. You know, taught him skills and taught him talents and helped me realize dreams I never thought possible 20 years ago. I got to meet and befriend Kevin Smith at your convention on the church on 59th Street. And that's been an awesome thing. I got to meet Rorschach from Welcome Back, Kata. God rest his soul. And that was awesome. Made friends, made mentors. And Michael, I want to say thank you for giving me the privilege and the honor of playing in what I say is the greatest playground to ever play in at a Big Apple convention. And without you, there'd be no Blind Adam the Comic Pimp. There'd be no Awesome Sauce Comics. You know, guys like Lauren Becker, you know, thank you, man. It's a lot of people who helped me get to where I am today. And the moral of the story is, if you're visually impaired and you have a dream that requires sight and you have no clue where the hell you're going, find people that can mentor you and train you and help you the way Stick trained Daredevil. Alright? You know, find your version of Stick, Daredevil's teacher in the comics. You know, and just really go with it. Put your heart in it, put your soul in it. You get in what you put out. You get out what you put in, excuse me. It's kind of like having sex. Because if you put it in and you go, bam, 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 and you go to Nirvana, and you bring that girl to orgasm, and it's the best that she's ever had, where she wants to like recommend you all your friends, and she wants to share you with stuff, and it's awesome sauce. It's the same thing in life. So if you treat your career and treat the thing you want to do for a living and make money the way you want to treat, you know, having sex with that hot blonde at the bar, you'll go far in life. Testify? That's what I say. That's what I think. As my daddy would say, that's my opinion. I've lost it. I've lost my mind. Yes, I'm rocking the Scores hat.
Link 2311.
You know, I'm going to play the man that, you know, speaking of Scores, I'm going to find the greatest wrestling theme song to get a lap dance to and play it. You know, talk about Scores for a few minutes, and then I got to go take care of some stuff behind the scenes. You know how much I thank you for being an Awesome Sauce family. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Everyone from Bill Leibowitz to the Leibowitz family over at who owned the Golden Apple, to Andrew Cohen over at Midtown Comics. If you're in New York City, Midtown Comics is the greatest comic book shop known to man. The Scores on West 28th Street between 10th and 11th Avenues. The Sapphires on West 61st Street. To my grandma up above, you know, I'm just feeling really grateful and thankful today. I thank and I love you all. So, open YouTube.
In progress. Selected. Account. Selected. More actions. Search. Button. Text field. Voice search. Button. Voice search.
Madison Rain theme song.
More actions. Refine. Result. 3 minutes. Kill a Queen. Madison Rain theme song with correct lyrics.
Madison Rain is like one of the sexiest knockouts in that division. She's not dollhouse killer queen sexy, but she's definitely sexy. Now, on the feature stage, at the world famous Scores headquarters, gentlemen, get myself up. Now, on your feature stage, to your feature dancing entertainment. Come on, let's all have a go at the world famous Scores. Give it up for Madison! Madison is the 5-time TNA Knockouts champion, and she will do lap dances for your entertainment. Remember to tip your waitress, tip your bouncer, tip your girls, because they work on tips and tips alone here at the world famous Scores. This is the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast, and we are the best in the world. Now, Daphne for 1 of 3, Daphne for 1 of 3. Rachel is now on the floor for your lap dance entertainment. Buy a dance from her and remember to pay her and pay her well. Here at the world famous Scores, where we accept Visa, MasterCard, your firstborn child, to all the beautiful ladies. Yeah, here at the world famous Scores. On Comicology TV, TJ Money, fight me! Awesome sauce! Here at the world famous Sports Entertainment, where we are awesome sauce, where we like heaven on earth here with the beautiful ladies here for your lap dance and entertainment needs. She'll break your heart and get you hard. Remember, no touching allowed here at the world famous Scores. Put those hands in your pocket if you have to, gentlemen. Testify!
When? 2807.
Alright, folks. I just have one more thing to say. If you ever want a really, really cool comic book to speculate on to go up in value, and I'd like to give a special shout out to Anthony Hammock over at comicsheatingup.net. Comicsheatingup.net is one of the official news sources of the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. He runs an awesome site with news on what comics are hot, what comics are not. Done daily, done right. He's awesome. I love you, Tony. I thank you for everything. But how about it's not Secret Origins. The DC Comics Famous Firsts, number 21, Said Unwanted Dead or Alive. It's the first Batman work by Frank Miller. I think it's undervalued. It's Frank Miller's first work on Batman, before Batman Dark Knight Returns, before year one. It is just awesome. I mean, it's Santa Claus, it's Batman fighting Santa Claus and the Joker. How can you go wrong? I mean, it's like a $15 book. You can get that graded. Sell it for $100. I mean, Dark Knight, The Master Race is going to be huge. You should all get the Comic Pop Stars Collectibles Matt Wagner variant. If you want to buy that variant, email Comic Lord or find the Comic Lord on eBay. Actually, I don't have permission to give his email out, so I won't yet. But you should buy the Matt Wagner comic Collectibles Pop Stars variant. Hey Lauren, how you doing, buddy? Love you, man. You know, you should also buy the Third Eye Brian Bowen variant of that book. But I also want to say that DC Comics Spotlight 1985, which is the first appearance of Dark Knight Returns, as well as the first preview images of The Watchmen, another undervalued book you should be speculating on. Comics Interview with the Dark Knight cover. Spectacular Spider-Man 27, Frank Miller's first Daredevil work. Twilight Zone's Gold Key number 84 and 85 is his first professional work ever, uncredited. So many Frank Miller books goodness that you could be specking on. And with that, I'm going to say, keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Thank you for being an awesome sauce family. I love you all. Thank you for making my dreams come true. Dreams come true. God bless. Kiss the fire. Awesome sauce. And blind adamout.
Screen locked.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! Please don't freeze! Please don't freeze! Why does this always fucking happen?
Escape. Skip navigation. Ilitu. Skip navigation button. Guide button. Upload visited link. Search button. Cancel button. Stop recording button. Enter.